A 22-year-old man from Grand Haven is nearing a 22-year-old from Grand Haven is nearing the start of a 2,200-mile journey on the Appalachian Trail next month. A decision that took lots of thought, training, and endurance. 13 on your side's Micah Cho bringing us more on what Mailyn Miller is expecting on her 6-month trip away from friends, family, and the comfort of her own home to do something extraordinary.
Miller has had this goal in mind since she's been in college, even graduating early so she can make this trip happen. Overall, she says she wants to do this for her love of conservation and nature.
And this was just a really big goal that I wanted to work towards.
Recent Grand Valley State University graduate Mailyn Miller is getting ready for the hike of a lifetime.
Planning to start the trail on March 23rd.
Next month, Miller will be making her way to Georgia to start her 6-month through hike on the Appalachian Trail. Spanning from Georgia to Maine, the 2,200-mile trail passes through 14 states. Miller taking on a majority of the estimated 6-month trip solo.
I actually graduated early so I could do the trail. I don't know, I had never been backpacking before up until I had heard about the Appalachian Trail basically. And once I learned that backpacking was a thing, I knew that I was in love with it and that it was for me.
Since committing to the Appalachian Trail, she's gotten multiple hiking and backpacking trips under the belt.
I also do longer hikes, 7-8 mile day hikes or backpacking trips to prepare.
With all those included, however, Miller's preparing for a different kind of strength as well.
It's also a lot of mental preparation. They say that one of the hardest parts of a through hike is the mental game in it, just day in and day out, being out in the elements, exposed to the weather, just every single day sleeping outside. Sometimes it gets a little, wearing on your mental health.
As for why Miller would want to challenge herself like this, he puts it perfectly by saying,
I am personally feel very connected with nature and the plants and animals around us essentially, and as a human species we aren't separate from the world around us, and I think that being there and experiencing it really solidifies that in us, how important it is to preserve it.
Miller also told us how much she's had to work to be able to afford this trip. Sometimes hikers on trips like these will stop into hotels or into towns to resupply, and to help cover some of those funds, one of her family members has started a GoFundMe for her. And if you're interested in learning more about her story or how you can help, we'll have that information linked to the story on our website. Nate?